I've always had a terrible habit. I do everything at the last possible moment. Homework during lunch, projects the night before, studying, almost never. Teachers warned me I was wasting my potential. My parents threatened to ground me into another dimension. But the annoying part was that my system kept working. I passed every class without putting in real effort, which only convinced me I had life figured out. Then 8th grade introduced the exam everyone feared, the final that decided whether we moved on to high school or repeated the year. Suddenly, my entire grade turned into productivity machines. Kids built study schedules weeks ahead, formed groups, and carried flashcards everywhere. My friend Terrell even laminated his notes and color-coded them, like he was preparing for a national competition. I told myself I still had time. A week before the test, I discovered a new show and binged the entire season instead of studying. 2 days before, my cousin asked me to play basketball, and I stayed out until sunset. The night before the exam, I finally sat at my desk determined to focus, until I remembered I was stuck on a level in my game. Just one level, I promised myself. 3 hours later, it was 2 a.m., and I hadn't opened a single textbook. The next morning, I walked into the classroom exhausted, but pretending I didn't care. Everyone was cramming formulas and whispering definitions while I relied entirely on what I called good instincts. The test started, and panic hit instantly. The first question looked unfamiliar. The second was worse. By the math section, I was guessing based on which answers looked less terrifying. Reading comprehension became pure intuition. If the character sounded nice, I picked C. If they seemed dramatic, I picked B. 30 minutes in, I handed it over. My teacher gave me that slow, disappointed look that said she expected exactly this. For 2 weeks, I prepared myself to fail. I practiced apologizing to my parents and imagined watching my friends move on without me. Then the grades were posted. Heart-pounding, I scrolled to my name. I just stared at the screen, waiting for it to change. Somehow, against all logic, my last-minute strategy had worked again. I celebrated all afternoon, until that evening when my parents got a call from the school. The exam board had flagged my test for answer pattern duplication. Out of 120 questions, 118 matched another student's answers, including the ones that were wrong. Terrell's answers. They checked the classroom camera. Every time he shifted his paper, my eyes followed. Every time he turned a page, I adjusted mine. I hadn't even realized I was doing it. Desperation had put my brain on autopilot. The school voided my score immediately. Instead of starting high school with my friends, I spent the entire summer in a silent classroom retaking the hardest test of my life while everyone else posted first-day photos. That was the moment I learned something nobody tells you. Bad habits don't destroy you right away. They wait patiently until the consequences are big enough, and then they hit all at once. If this story caught you off guard, make sure to like and subscribe for more twists you won't see coming.